Hi, welcome to My World, My Way. I'm Jim. Glad you took time to stop by. One thing I wish I would have knew, and took all these years to find it out. I'm over 50 now, and the thing is, if I would have just realized this one point, it could have changed everything for me. Today we're going to be talking about that. You know, so I just want to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, the time you're watching. I just got back from, had to do an errand, and I wanted to talk to you a few moments and talk about this one thing that if I would have did it, would have revolutionized my life way before now. I'm not arrived. I'm like everyone else. We have ups and downs. We have hills and valleys, or whatever you want to call them, but we all make it. The one thing I wanted to talk to you today about is the power of a positive mind. And a lot of times we go through life we feel like, you struggle with insecurity that you're not good enough. People tell you you're not good enough. And also, you feel unworthy. There's all different types of people out there, and groups and clubs or whatever, and just cliques, or however you want to put it. You've got to find your tribe. They say you've got to find your group of people that's going to fit in with you. That they're going to uplift you, they're going to be there for you, they're basically going to encourage you. If I would have knew this, that I realized how important this was to benefit us in our everyday life, would have been crazy. Now, what's this mean? To have a positive mindset. Even if you go to church, went to church Sunday, and I heard the pastor bring this up and was talking about, having to encourage yourself, having to, through God. They use, he was talking about using God's word, but we do this through God's word, and we could do this without God's word. So it fits both people. I recommend combining the both. But for example, when you get up in the morning, where's your mind go? What are we thinking about? Are you leaning more towards the negative side, that nothing good's gonna happen to me today? Just another dreary day. I look outside and it's cloudy and it's dark and gloomy, and I'm gonna choose today. I'm gonna be depressed or sad or upset. Or you could get up and you can have the positive attitude. Today's going to be a good day. I'm breathing, I'm walking, my hands are moving, my feet's moving, I'm not sick. Even if you have an ailment or a disease, it don't have to bring you down. Find something good. For example, I've been through some things in our life that should have broke us, but we had to, even in the midst of that situation, we had to go ahead and lean towards the good side, and know, in doing that, I would make a conscious choice that I know it looks bad. I know it looks like we're not going to come through this, but I'm going to choose to believe that I am. I'm going to choose to believe for the best of this situation. In this situation, I believe with a positive mindset, we take it that it's going to change. And that's what the difference between being a negative person and a positive person, because I'm around both all the time. And a negative person struggles with their self-worth, you know, and then other people come along and then back that up. Yeah, yeah, you're right. No, you don't. We shouldn't encourage people to be down. We should encourage and to lift people up. Hey, you're beautiful inside. You're beautiful on the outside. Somebody thinks you're attractive. You might not be my cup of tea, or I might not be your cup of tea, but so to speak. But the thing is, somebody will love you for who you are, on the outside, beauty wise, and on the inside. But we have to we need to, focus on being positive. Look at it like this. No one wants to be around someone that's looking for the worst in everybody. And no one wants to be around someone that's negative all the time. It does something to you. It drags you down and discourages you. It makes you feel bad, you know. But did you ever see people that everyone wants to talk to, everyone wants to be around, wants to hang out with? Generally, that's someone that's got a good uplifting spirit, because they build people up around them, and it draws people, and the thing is, if you're leaning more right now towards the negative side, I'm not downing you, okay? The thing is, where are you comfortable? Where do you want to be? Are you happy? Throw in the comments below where you think you're at right now. Do you feel like you're a positive person? And even when things go wrong, do you look for the good, or are you leaning the other way? You're always looking for the bad situation to get worse. Nothing good's ever going to happen to you, and so I don't even want to try because I'll just fail type of person. Or do you know that when we get up in the morning, that all things are going to work together for your good? Are you expecting blessings to come? And that's a big thing. What we expect is what we get. What we want to happen, when we set our mind to it, you can do all things. All things are possible to a person that believes it's possible. That's so important, because we're believing either way. Either you're believing for the bad, or you're believing for the good. Now, I want to encourage you today. What are you expecting? I want to challenge you. What are you expecting today? Pick 5 things, or just one thing this week, to believe that's going to work out for you, and that's going to bring purpose to your life and help you. That you've been wanting to do, then you've not had the courage to do it, but today you made your mind up. I'm going to do it. I don't know how. I don't even know how I'm going to get it accomplished, but I'm going to do it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and expect good things to happen for you. I'm Jim with My World, My Way. Thank you for watching. I hope that all things work together for your good, and I know it will. I'll talk at you later. Bye.